So, hey guys, as promised, here is a longer term review of the new Hiangles. So, as you can see, okay, first let's go through how I feel about this shoe right now. Very first thing in my head is that if I were to get another pair of these shoes, I would size them down a little bit more. I would size them a half size down relative to the old Hiangles, just because they fit a little looser and they fit a little wider. So you'd probably want them just, again, size it down a little bit, just so that they fit like the old Hiangles would. If you size them exactly the same, then what these guys will do is they will have a tendency to fold and bag out right here. I don't know if they would do the same thing if you sized it down, but this never was too much of an issue with the old Hiangles, where they did fold, but they never really pinched the top of my foot. These ones, whilst they're breaking in the first couple sessions in them, you could feel that they would be pinching the top of my foot a little bit, so I couldn't keep them on for very long. So they just keep pinching and make it slightly uncomfortable. Other than that, no real major complaints too much. And let's check them out. So it has been 2 months since I've been climbing in these shoes. I personally like to mark the date on the shoe when I first wear them. So this one was just April 22nd, 2021. And today is June 28th or June 20 something. Either way, on the filming of this video, it's June 20 something. And so it's been about a couple months. So again, first thing, as you'll probably know, the white shoes aren't gonna stay clean. I try my best to keep them clean. I have a tendency to, I like to have a good habit of just after my climbing session, when I get back home or when I have a bit of time real next day or so, I'll take a wet cloth and I'll just wipe the chalk and wipe the grime off of the rubber. So as you can see, it keeps the rubber nice and soft and supple, and it doesn't oxidize and absorb any of the dirt and chalk, so it keeps it nice and sticky. The shoe itself, I felt is I like the shoe. I do like the shoe. They have a much more relaxed fit. So they aren't as pointy, so they don't do as good of a job of very precise small feet. So if you were to stand on a really small foothold, it wouldn't work. It doesn't work quite as well. And when times like that, I usually like to opt for a slightly pointier shoe. So either like the Aliens or like the V10s, or the teams. They edge quite well, not as well as the old Hiangles. So, right, I don't think they are as good of a shoe as for edging, but they do toe hook extremely well, and they do heel hook extremely well. I've found that these shoes work better as an indoor shoe rather than outside. I've been able to do better, and they feel like they're a much better shoe inside than are outside, and that's kind of what they are, right? They were designed with World Cup competitions in mind, and so that's generally climbing on plastic. The shoe is extremely supple, so once they break in, it's extremely soft, and it retains a little bit of edging capacity because there is so much rubber on here, but not as good as the old Hiangles, just because they have this broken the broken sole here, so that they don't have the midsole, so the shoe has the ability to flex really hard. Let's see what else we have. Yeah, overall it's been okay. One big issue, again, as I said right in the beginning when I said that all these are gonna delaminate, I did take these outside. They do work quite well outside. Again, they don't work as well outside in Squamish, I feel, because they don't have that quite pointy toe where you can't quite feel when you're pushing on the little microcrystals, and you really do want to. So these don't work as well when you're doing that. But other than that, they do quite well. The heel is extremely comfortable, and they fit extremely well. They don't come off, they don't peel off. The Velcro so far has stayed really good. Again, I can't get my mind off of this. Right, that right here, the delamination. I still don't understand why 510 can't fix that. Really hoping they would take the rubber and just line it all the way up to here, so that when you would heel hook, which most of the time you'll be heel hooking, it won't peel it off. It happens the same, it does the same on the edges. If you take a look at the other shoe here, you can see even for lower heel hooks here, it does the same thing. And you can see that it still pulls off here because they haven't really taken the time to bevel this out and flatten it out and make it into one uniform piece, and they have that ridge, which sometimes is useful when you want to catch an edge, but at the same time, when you start putting too many attempts on something outside, it starts peeling it off, and then you can really feel it come, and you can feel it turn as you're trying to pull on it. That's a little bit annoying. Yeah, pretty much other than that, they are a good shoe. And the Stealth, oh, note, the rubber. They say Stealth C4 rubber, but don't be fooled. It is not the same Stealth C4 rubber. And for sure, I know I can feel for sure that this is not the same Stealth C4 rubber as you find on the old Hiangles or even the old 510 shoes. If you are looking for that specific rubber, I think you have to go to Unparalleled and look for those. But this rubber, the new Stealth C4 rubber, is softer. It's softer than the old C4. I'm not sure if it's more sticky, but I don't find that it makes more or less of a difference. But for sure, I know that it is definitely softer. And yeah, it's a softer rubber. It seems to stick just as well. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So overview of the shoes. They're good shoe, good for competitions. I feel they're aimed for the indoors, and they delaminate. The edging is decent, the toe is decent, the shoe has a nice, comfortable, relaxed fit. And by all means, yeah, they are a good shoe. I would recommend them. If you're gonna get them and you are used to climbing in 510s, size them a half size down. Size them a half size down from the old 510s, and they should be good. All right, cheers, and hope you enjoy this one. And you know, like, comment, subscribe if you enjoy this content, and if there's anything else you'd like me to talk about, and or if you'd like to know more about these shoes, then hit me up in the comments. And yeah, cheers.